All right, here we are. Gonna detail the wife's car today. Thought I'd shoot a quick video, show you what I do for a full detail. Started out, I just washed it, so the whole car's been washed. I used some Maxi Suds, Chemical Guys. Anything that has a higher wax concentrate will be perfect for this. There's my dog. But so after a good wash, kind of wanted to show you some things that I found as I'm washing. The passenger side looks pretty good. I don't know if you can see this. There's a pretty decent little scratch right there. This is all just from general use. I got bird droppings right here, right there. That's pretty much into the paint, wouldn't wash out. There's all kinds of little scratches. Tailgate, of course, has some scratches. There's a decent little scratch right there. All of this should be able to come out. Here's some scratches. I've already done some work on this where you can kind of see right there where basically the garage door wasn't up all the way. She put the lift gate up. Wife put the lift gate up. The two came in contact. Did a nice little number on it. There's another bird dropping right there. Moving on to the driver's side. There's a couple scratches right here, right there. There's one that runs like this. I don't know if you can see that. There's some scratches here. There's a big long one. There's more. I don't know if you can necessarily see that or not. Dog jumped up on the car when we got home. Typical life stuff. There's a couple more scratches right there. All right, so here's my clay process. So again, the whole car's been washed. Zoom out here. Car's been washed. It's been cleaned. I'm gonna do a clay. So for my clay, I like to use a synthetic clay from Griots. It's just a sponge, and it has this plastic synthetic, I don't know what you call it, backing. And then you use Speed Shine as your lubricator. So legitimately, I mean, just as simple as can be. Spray this on, get it all lubed up, put some Speed Shine on the back of your synthetic clay, and do a crosshatch up and down and back and forth, and work in small areas. So I like to do like generally one panel at a time. So we're gonna get the clay in. So hopefully the wind's not too bad. I wanted to show. Lube it all up, spray it all down. No pressure, just let the clay do its thing, and you'll feel it. You'll feel it. You'll hear it, and it's pulling all the contaminants out of the paint, leaving it super smooth. And this is something you just have to do to understand. But no pressure. Back and forth. Lots of lube. And you'll just kind of get a feel for this as you work. And once it's all smooth, get a cloth and just wipe down. right, so now the entire car has been clayed. It's crazy smooth. There's no grit feel to it. A few more things did come out of it, and you'll find that as you clay. There's a new scratch I found right there. But this is all just part of the process. It's all been clayed. It's crazy, paint's crazy smooth. Far smoother than when it was brand new. All the impurities and things have been pulled out of the paint. Already has a really nice shine to it. Took me about a half a bottle or so. This is done. And my clay looks just like it did when it started, but this is done probably, I've probably detailed maybe 5 or 6 cars with this, and at this point it's pretty shot. As you can see, some of the edges are starting to pull up, so I'll trash this. But otherwise, yeah, I mean, as long as you take care of it, and by taking care of it, just keeping this part right here clean, it'll last you several cars. All right, so here we are, the fun part, getting all the scratches out that I've shown you guys. So we're up to, we've washed it good, really well. We've clayed it, and now we're on to the next step, and that's removing all those scratches. So for this time, I'm actually going to use a newer product from Chemical Guys, the VSS Scratch and Swirl Remover. And what this is essentially a hybrid compound, a new hybrid compound, which is, according to Chemical Guys on their videos and such, came from 36 and 38, which you've seen me use in other videos. Not to say these aren't good products. I just thought I'd try something new. So I'm gonna use VSS with my orange Hexlogic pad, which is what Chemical Guys recommends on their videos that they have on their YouTube channel. And I'm going to use my Griots random orbital polishing tool, which I've been using this thing now going on 8 years, 9 years, and it's still a great machine. So Chemical Guys, you know, says just like any other application, a couple dime size drops on the pad itself, with some lubricator, which I'm going to use. I'm actually using a cleaner, which I've used in the past, and I like this a little bit more than the lubricator. So five dime size drops, low speed setting. Use like a 1 or a 2 to just kind of move it around, and then from there you crank it up. Chemical Guys has on the back of the bottle to use speed 5 or 6 with light pressure. I think that they mean 5 or 6 on their machine. I'm not going to go quite that high with the Griots machine. I'll probably work between a 4 and a 5 with some light pressure. So just like the V36, 38, they say light pressure until the material goes clear, and then once you go clear, then you pull all pressure off and just work it in. And then you know, once it's all worked in, then wipe down with a microfiber towel. So now I'm on microfiber towel number 4. All right, so we're back. I've got this driver's side of the car is all done. Tailgate's done. About half of the passenger side's done, but I'm into it a little bit and kind of wanted to show you a few things with that VSS. Number one, it's doing an okay job. I'm not overly excited about it. I probably would not use it again, knowing what the 38 and the 36 compounds would do. Some of this other stuff though that you might have been able to see in the other video, I mean, now I'm in direct sunlight. I mean, it did take out some of it, but not quite what I thought it was going to do. It's kind of hard to see maybe in the video.
Excuse me.
There was a big scratch back here. I don't know if you remember that. That's all gone. The bird dropping that was over here, you really can't see where it was at anymore. But it is still there. It's actually etched itself into the paint. So I'll keep going. So here's something else I don't like about the VSS. You can see how it's all like scaling around the edge, even a little bit in here. I don't know if, I mean, the pad's moist. I don't know if it's, I mean, this pad is, it is a little on the older side, so I don't know if that's what's causing it or what the deal is. Also, as I'm polishing, it'll just all of a sudden leave humongous clumps as I'm rolling. So maybe I'll show you that the next time it happens. But in the meantime, I'm gonna get the car finished up and then we'll be back. All right, so this right here is actually exactly what I was talking about. You can see my reflection there in the car. I can't see it down here, but as I'm going, you'll notice that these cake spots, it's like it just cakes off. It's, I don't know, it's hard to explain. I've never experienced that from a Chemical Guys product or even a Griots products in the 10 or so years I've been actively, doing stuff like this. I don't know if that's the product or if it's my pad, but it kind of sucks. Alright, so here we are. I've done the entire car with the VSS, and for the most part, like I said, it did okay. I'm not overly impressed with it. There's still some stuff like right here that's pretty visible. Here's some more bird droppings that have just etched themselves into the paint. I don't know if you can see it. It's right there. I know with some other compounds that I could have gotten that out. The VSS did not. No matter what I tried with the VSS, it just didn't do it. Some of the other stuff it did get. There used to be a pretty decent little scratch right there. That's gone. There was that big scratch that went down here. That's gone. Some of those paw prints that I showed you before, they're still there, but they're not nearly as noticeable. I'm gonna live with it. I'm okay with it. This, I don't know if you can see that. Right there it is. Couldn't get that out with the VSS. Thought that would be a breeze. And then the hood. So the hood did actually come out pretty well. I moved the car back so it was in the shade. It's still cool to touch. I'm probably gonna back it up a little bit more. But yeah, overall, I mean, that scaling that you saw, it was absolutely awful on the hood. I think that's from the pad. I'm not gonna knock the VSS just yet. But it didn't do what I thought it was going to. I think that I should have used the V36 and then the 38 and just two-stepped it, and then come back over top with my finishing material. Yeah, I'll show you how I'm gonna finish this out. All right, so the final step. My original intention was to hydro slick the entire car once I got to this point, but with some of the scratches and stuff that's still left in it, I think I'm actually gonna go back to the old tried and true butter wet wax, which will fill in some of those scratches and still leave a great shine and a solid protection for the winter months that are coming up. Once this is on, I could still go back over top of the butter wet wax with hydro slick. They also offer this in a spray configuration now, which I might give that a shot, and put that over top of the wet wax. But for application, just a simple microfiber pad and a couple more towels. So I think once I'm done with these, I'll be up to like 10 towels or something that I've used on this on the car today. All right, so we're back and all wrapped up. It's cloudy out, so I'm not able to pull it into any sun. But overall, once I put the butter wax on, I'm pretty pleased with the way it came out. Super nice shine to it, very nice gloss. Some of the scratches, there's still some stuff there. Right there, I don't know if you can see that, but there's still some stuff there, but overall, it came out super nice, very nice wet look. Car has 50,000 miles on it. It's now 3 years old. It's been through 3 northern Indiana winters. Gotta say, it looks pretty good. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to comment. I'd appreciate a like. If you don't subscribe, I'd really appreciate it if you'd subscribe. I don't do a whole lot of videos, but I do from time to time. Also with that trim, I did put a little bit of Chemical Guys. You can see the nice trim there. A little bit of silk shine dressing. I just put over top of everything, and it made it pop. So there she is. Thanks for watching.